Hi, Chief Master Clark here. This month I want to talk to you about holding events in your school. What kind of events, how to hold them, and why should I hold them? Let me just give you an example. Less than a week ago I held an XMA seminar in my school in Jacksonville, Florida. Now we did involve all the schools there, but let me tell you why you should hold one. First off, cash the night of the event. Just that night only, in an hour and a half event, we did $37,340 just in cash. Contract, the amount that went to our billing company, I want to keep all the billing companies happy, we did $233,000 in contract amount, just that amount, in about an hour and a half. Now we had 100 students there that we invited them from all the schools. Some schools had more, some had less. Here's the interesting thing. A month before, we had already done the exact same seminar, and we had similar results, only the cash was a little bit higher. So if you really want to give a spurt of growth to your company, hold events. Events provide emotion, and emotion makes people do things. Nobody logically does what we do. It's just too difficult. It's too complex. It's too hard to figure out. But events, and we have how to hold a special event. I'll tell you what I did. I invited special instructors in, outside instructors. I could have done it myself if I wanted to dress up in a ninja outfit and make it cool. It's easier. I invited Michael Chatt down to do the seminar. I invited Master Sergio von Schmeling in to teach it with him, and now I had a big event. I had two people to really promote and get everybody excited about. Instead of their normal instructor, we built somebody up, an outside expert. You know, anybody 50 miles from a house with a briefcase is an expert, so you can build them up easily. You don't have to talk about yourself. So on all events, if I could, I'd use an outside instructor or a different instructor, or dress up the existing instructor by teaching something brand new. So first thing is schedule an event. Now what do? 3 weeks out, just like on testing, we put up a poster announcing the event. We mail a postcard to every single person that we want to come to the event. And in your Maya kit, you'll find the posters and the cards that I use. All I do is take it out of the kit, put it on the wall, mail the cards out, and schedule the event. Now the events I hold, I might do a little bit different than you. I make sure it's about an hour and a half. I make sure all the parents are pre-framed about what the event is, how cool it's going to be, what they're going to learn, how special it's going to be, but also the fact that that day there's going to be a contest and special discounts for everybody that day. When they come in this time, what we did, and this is Master von Schmeling's idea, we blew up helium balloons. Every kid when they came in had a helium balloon on a string. We started the warm-up with them all trying to pop the balloon. Now, seems a little chaotic, and I don't really like games that much, but before the class started, you had 2- and 4-year-old kids up to 12-year-old kids trying to sit on a helium balloon and pop it. Inside it was a card that said 10, 20, or 30% discount, that as soon as they popped it, they ran and gave it to their parents. They came back lined up, and then we started the event. Now, it doesn't really matter what you teach. You can teach extreme martial arts. A lot of times for adults, I teach the gun disarming seminar I learned from Krav Maga. You could teach any of the seminars you learned from CIT. You could teach any of the weapons in your system, but the event should be something different than what you normally do in class. Like I talked before, testing is a big event, but double Songjibang, or excuse me, double Nunchuk seminar, you could hold a bow seminar, a sword seminar, but the idea is to make it bigger than what they expect. In other words, have music, have people there, have special discounts that day, and come expecting to satisfy the 3 goals of every event. One is you charge enough for the event that you make money based on the event itself, whether it's a tournament as event or a testing or even a XMA seminar. Number 2, that you have discounts on merchandise that day only. Now, on this particular one, we only did $2,800 in merchandise, but the previous month we held the exact same seminar because we wanted to do it for a different group of kids, and we did $4,600 in merchandise. So on the merchandise front, events can be a big deal if you just throw a little discount in there. So one of the things to do is you have to make money on the event itself. I don't do any free seminars. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't have value if it's free. And the fact that you know it didn't have value, you didn't charge for it. The second thing is I want to sign up new people at every event. So everybody who came in and didn't join, or anybody who called that week, I'm going to be telling them about the Blue Power Ranger coming, or the fact that we're holding a sword seminar next month. We'd like them to come in and see it, or this coming Friday. I'm going to take advantage of all the events and try to sign up new students. The other thing on events is I always invite all the dropouts. Anybody who came and dropped out a year ago or 2 months ago, sometimes bringing in a special guest judge or teaching the sword or teaching the gun seminar for the father will bring a family back into your school. So Use the event for new sign-ups and also use the event to reactivate old students. The third thing is an event should be so supercharged that it gets everybody so emotionally involved that they're ready to do something that day. It's kind of like a test drive in a new Corvette or something. They let you drive it, they'll say goose it a little bit. You shoot it up to 80 miles an hour and you come back, you've bought a $60,000 car. It's the same thing. Better yet, in the old days, they used to let you take it around and show all your friends. I know they don't do that anymore, but when I first bought my first Lincoln Continental, they said take it for the weekend. I was amazed. I showed everybody. How could I not buy it on Monday? I test drove it, I bought it. So let them test drive the event. Let everybody participate in something they don't normally do. Like in your basic class, you probably don't normally teach swords, but now you're going to have a sword event. Let them test drive the sword. Let the parents see how cool it is. Teach life skills. Let them laugh and have fun. Get the parents involved and make every event an emotional event, because otherwise you won't be able to use it. Push them over the edge where they say, this is what I want to do. So be prepared to do business. Now set goals for the event. Now truthfully, $37,000 to some of you might sound like a big deal. The problem is my goal for the event that day was to do $100,000. Now I don't know why we didn't. Either we weren't prepared or I didn't have enough students there. I also had planned to have 180 students. We had just under 100. So I missed the point on a couple of things. One, I didn't have enough bodies in the door. Two is I didn't reach my goal because I didn't do the biz, butts in seats. I didn't have enough people there. There's no way for me to reach my goals. So on all these events, set goals. How many people are going to be there? How much cash you're going to do? How much contract you're going to do? How much merchandise you're going to do? How many people you're going to sign up? And how many people you're going to upgrade? That's the real key to really changing lives, is upgrading people. Let the emotion of any event come in and take hold. Now, what kind of events can you have? You can hold an inter-school tournament. You could hold a sword seminar, ground fighting seminar, kickboxing. Anything that's not in your traditional style, I would hold an event to teach it. I would not change my style. We're going to talk about that at some point, but I don't really change my style with each new whim. Pretty much I teach Sangam, Taekwondo all the time, but all the spice is provided by seminars and special events that I hold. So if you want to add weapons to your system, do it on a seminar basis. If you want to add kickboxing, do it on a seminar basis. Don't change your style. So use the events. Hold at least one event a month and change the target of the event every single month. So one month you might have an event strictly for tiny tigers. The next month, if Father's Day is that month, an event strictly for dads, maybe a gun seminar or a how to exercise and reduce your stress. Hold a seminar where the children can be with the parents. On the month of Mother's Day, hold a Mother's Day event. Target a different group of your students every month. Don't hit the same people over and over again unless you want to knock them out. What we want to do is hit everybody, give them a reason to join. Find their hot button, because sometimes they need something special to change them from a practitioner to a lifetime martial artist. You're looking for the hot button. Some people like competition, some people like teaching, some people like fighting, some people like weapons. So pick an event that you like, make it different than your normal curriculum, and take advantage of it. Remember, set goals in 3 areas. Cash that day from the price of the seminar, new members I'm going to enroll, and also money I'm going to make from upgrading every single student. Anybody who's told you no once, I next invite them to the next event and try to let the emotion of the event push them over the edge where they have to become a martial artist, where they have to become one of my students for their life. So let the salt and pepper on your normal steak that you have in your school. Hold events every single month, target different people, set goals, number of new members, the amount of cash I'll make because of and the amount of upgrades I'll do because people get so excited. You don't need a lot of them. You get every month in the Maya kit, you get different events. Just stick it on the wall. Once you're good at it, you can go back and hold one of the ones that really work. Once you've done it for a couple of years, you'll say, hey, this works, and this works. Just do those over and over again until you've got a formula where events drive your school. It's a great way to reactivate people, sign up new people, and certainly upgrade all of your students. So when's your next event? Plan it now. 2 weeks beforehand, put a poster up, mail the cards out, talk about it for 2 weeks, pre-frame all the parents, and 2 weeks afterwards, keep talking about it so everybody who wasn't there hears about it. Maybe that's enough emotion to drive them. Good luck with your next event, whether it's a testing or a tournament, or whether you just invite Mike Chat to do an XMA seminar in your school, or maybe you put on the ninja outfit yourself and do one yourself. Have fun with the event. Remember, it's a great way to be successful.